Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Should I be saluted or something?
I am back. Excuse me, I'm hoping we wrap this up this time or next time. I think it'll be next time. Oh, looks like Bernard gave up.
Poor old Bernard Whibley. He may not be number one anymore, but he should stand proud knowing he's got a face like a number two. A gold envelope with a number one inside.
Yep. No, I did not go far enough.
That's back.
Do 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 do.
Before you say au revoir, stop and win this car by guessing the number of beans.
He said he's waiting for a golden envelope.
Yeah. Golden envelope, number inside. You're full of beans.
I want to make another guess.
Shoot.
One. One bean.
One. That's it. One.
Your guess is one.
Yes. One.
If this contest wasn't free, I'd say you were throwing your money away. Oh well, it's your funeral.
One bean.
Right. One it is.
All right, let's see
Just
anybody get
picture
that
yourself
reference.
Driving this sweet ride into the sunset.
That's okay. I'm too busy picturing myself driving this sweet ride into a city landmark.
It's one line from one episode of a show that from one of the crappy later seasons of never mind what. I'm leaving it in obscurity.
Beans in a beanie.
Hey, mister, while you was over there thinking about ponies, an officious-looking prig dressed in a suit just like yours put that on your windscreen.
Eh? Oh, it's the envelope. How did I miss him?
Probably because you're a gullible twat with an arse for a chin.
Gather round, people. It's the moment you've all been loitering around for.
One
The
bean.
official golden envelope has
I'm easily
arrived.
amused.
This envelope contains the number of beans packed into this here vintage 1965 beanie. Some lucky lad or lassie at the fair will be driving home in this British classic. The grand total of beans in this automobile is...
Hey, it's that lady of the evening from the
One
strip club.
bean? How can that be? I've got more than one bean stuck between my teeth. Well, it came out of a golden envelope, so it must be true. Now, did anyone here say one?
Oh, it's me. I've won the car. This is the happiest moment of my entire day.
Ah, oh, well done, you. What a stroke of good luck.
Most men only dream of winning a beanie, and here I am, living the dream.
He's really hamming it up.
There's a knack to opening the driver's door. Hold the button in and give the handle a good yank.
Wait, there's a button. He didn't even dump the beans out. Whee! Apparently Hector can fit into any clothing and any tiny car.
Weren't there beans in the petrol tank too? Could that even happen?
Shrugged.
Oh. I'm getting to like the taste of flour. Gets better every time, like caviar or urine. Did I say urine? I meant Valialand cider. Right, where's this toss pot then? Oh, I ain't touching that with me bare hands. I like me fingers too much. No! The triple distilled gelignite has been unleashed. It'll devour the old town.
Caviar is, I don't know, it's fish eggs, so it's just gross in
I'm sure
concept.
to find a use for this.
I've only had it once, but like, it's not awful, but it sure as hell isn't, oh my god, I will pay extravagant amount of money for this.
Ah, Detective Inspector Hector.
That's me.
I heard the familiar sound of the wanton destruction of municipal property downstairs and knew you must have arrived.
I had you pegged as the baddie from the first time I met you in episode 1.
And that makes you clever, does it?
Well, a bit, yeah.
Tell me then, Why didn't you just arrest me in the park? Could have saved yourself a heap of wasted time.
No evidence.
Can't say it hasn't made for a good story. Drop that whatever you've got in your hand and kick it across the floor to me.
What's this? You don't want me to do that.
Looks like a price
Indeed I
scanner.
do.
You see, it's called a dead man's switch.
How
Oh, crap.
appropriate.
It means that if I let go of it, the detonation sequence begins immediately. So if I die, or I'm knocked unconscious, or even just startled by a small bird, it's bye-bye Clappers Reek. Still want me to kick it over?
Is that the giant vibrator / barber pole from the Exotico?
Boo. Ah, don't do that. Sorry, couldn't help myself. You'll probably never get away
Probably.
with this.
Probably.
I'll try my absolute best to stop you, but I have my doubts that I'll succeed.
Well, it's good to be honest.
Yes.
I've got this place surrounded.
Please, Hector, you're not that fat.
Why?
When he sits around the clock tower, he sits around the clock tower.
Come with me if you want to live.
I was going to say the same to you, and then I thought about how little I wanted to spend the last days of Clappers Reek with only you for company, so I just kept my mouth shut.
Of all the tosses in the world, I had to run into you.
But Hector, you didn't just run into me. I engineered our meeting from the beginning.
Remind me to thank you properly later.
Better do it now. Doubt you'll be alive later to do it properly.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Is that an actual threat or a random hackneyed catchphrase that you're just supposed to say in situations like this?
Your move, creep.
I'll buy that for $1.
Thank you for your cooperation. Can I please have that detonator?
Of course not.
I said please, that was really hard for me.
Oh wow, Hector, you've taught me that even you can learn from your mistakes and find politeness inside.
So can I have the detonator?
No.
Toss bag.
Doesn't that ruin your whole plan? Because if Hector can be a nice person, then maybe the town can change?
Before you destroy us all, I just have one question for you.
I'm all ears.
The chances are that question will lead to more questions.
That's okay. I love a good chit-chat.
What exactly is in those badges?
Ready for another flashback?
Oh no, anything but that.
I'll see the first flashback before I see another flashback.
Of course, I love going on at length about my own brilliance.
What was the point of all those useless quests you had me on?
Surely you've worked it all out by now.
Let's pretend I'm a complete dullard and I haven't yet.
Shouldn't be too hard to imagine. Ask away.
Why'd you make me fix the clock?
I'd think that was the most obvious.
Try me.
I trust that since you escaped the death tank, you found your way into my lab at the farm, yes? You heard the notes and saw the fate of the poor badger. Now, where best to play those notes for a whole town to succumb to them? Ah, the sound of the pealing bells ringing across the sky will, to me, be the sweet sound of rebirth.
That's stupid! Why the hell does it matter where the tone sounds from as long as whatever bomb is set to react to it is close enough to quote-unquote hear it?
Why'd you make me tear down the Exotico? May it rest in peace.
Setting aside the fact that the Exotico was the physical manifestation of at least 5 of the deadly sins, and the fact that it was run by that horrible, gluttonous sloth, Filthy Rich.
Now, have you ever taken the time to speak to Filthy Rich? He's actually rather nice.
And the fact that it represented everything that was wrong with the Clappers Reek Chamber of Commerce. I needed that.
Oh, you're trying to say you wanted to get your hands all over Filthy Rich's massive throbbing pole.
Not in those exact words, but yes. You see, the bells are good, but to amplify the vibration of the bells to carry across the entire
right, the badges
town,
are the bomb. Okay, so it does make
You
sense.
needed an enormous vibrator.
Everybody's wearing them all over
I
town.
needed the intense output of waves it provided to...
Your plan for the destruction and rebirth of a sinful town hinged on your acquisition of an enormous sex toy?
Well, yes. Kind of ironic, isn't it?
Kind of like when Sideshow Bob used TV for his plan to destroy TV! The mastermind!
Where the hell is my 25,000 quid?
Why, how do you think I funded this lovely festival?
Boy, can't get much for 25 large these days.
Most of it went on the band.
You mean the knob crew from the park?
Never mind, I get it. What was the exact moment in your life that made you such an unhappy little man?
Oh, Hector, are you profiling me like an actual real detective?
I hate his laugh. I hate everything about
I just
Barnsley.
want some backstory I can taunt you with later.
Well, since you're being so uncouth about it, I'll make this long and dull.
Ah, what the hell?
Here's the
Babbleplay is what I've
flashback
done.
that the other one's doing another one for.
Back when I was but a young lad.
Yeah, town went ugly on you. Look, we did all this back at the building.
Oh yes, right, we did. I'll skip ahead to college. As the town was quickly descending into the moral cesspit of Peccadillo, I had ascended to the top of my class at Clappers Reek Polytechnic.
Ha! Top of his class? They give out diplomas like we give out parking tickets.
I graduated with honours, with a double major in hospitality and biochemistry. I was ready to challenge the world. Despite offers from all over the country, I made a beeline for the Clappers Reek Tourism Board. I was going to do my best to turn this town around and make it a place to be proud of again.
But because you failed to make a
I had
cesspit into a
fresh
pleasant
ideas,
place, you're
new campaigns
pissy about
to
it.
bring in the tourist in droves, drive up the economy and the town's sense of self-worth. If only they'd listened to me then. The town got worse. All tourism funding was poured into the ill-fated Clappers Reek Charity Casino, and so began the avalanche effect. Crime, corruption, sin, debauchery. The town had slipped down a canyon so low that there was no way out. Except to keep digging, of course. Digging until you get so low you emerge out the bottom. And that's where Arsenal will punch through.
What exactly is in those badges?
There we
Ready for
go.
another
Ready for another flashback? Yes, we are. Whee!
Get on with it.
Flashback.
After the collapse of the tourist board, I hung up my hospitality coat in favor of my other college major, biochemistry. You see, I had a profound vision. Tell me, Hector, what is it that makes some people cheerful and others grumpy?
Accessibility to pharmaceuticals.
You're actually not that far off. It's a chemical imbalance in the brain. Take any behavioral disorder, autism, Asperger's, OCD, ADHD, all can be modified by restoring a chemical balance to the brain through medication.
Right, so if it works for them, why not arseholes too?
Exactly. What if I could isolate the gene or synapse that causes impoliteness, sarcasm, general ill will?
You'd be putting me out of a job.
But isn't that a good thing?
Not to my wallet. I'd have to learn an actual skill, like timber joinery or Microsoft bleeding Excel.
After years of searching, I finally located the corner of the brain responsible for rudeness, disrespect, and deceit. I dubbed it the occipital lobe.
I would have gone for the ectoral cortex myself.
I hadn't met you yet. Once I'd found that, my goal was to synthesize a counter-agent, Nicetol. Anyone exposed to Nicetol would have the occipital lobe physically shrink and become, in a word, nice. But what I discovered was quite the opposite. You see, it's much easier to enhance the qualities of the occipital lobe rather than suppress them. I carried out illicit tests on animals and in some cases humans, and everything and everyone became angrier, meaner, less patient, and more violent.
In short, a complete arse.
Arsetol, that's in the name.
Yes.
So, in attempting to create Nicetol, you actually created...
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Buckets of it. Enough for every man, woman, and child in the town 10 times over.
So, because you're a crappy pharmaceutical chemist, you are going to kill everyone.
Why don't you just move to Newquay or something?
Why should I be the one who has to move? I'm the nice guy.
You're kind of going against the grain a bit.
This is my town, and you've all ruined it. So I'm going to ruin it back.
That's a bit immature.
You dare to call me immature?
Tosspot. So what do you expect to happen once the bells go off?
Murder and chaos?
Disorder, mayhem, wanton destruction, and yes, murder. The town will devour itself in its own horrendous bastardness, the likes of which not even you could imagine.
You underestimate my
You should
imagination.
see my
Oh,
dreams.
alright.
And then, when the whole town lies dead, I'll emerge triumphant from my tower and build a happier, friendlier Clappers Reek from its ashes. Claptopia.
Where will you get the happy people from to repopulate it?
Canada.
Oh yeah, they're good people, except the French, of course.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
There's no French people in Canada. Oh, you mean the people of Quebec? Yeah, they only think they're French. Okay, no, I don't even know enough about that to make jokes.
So that's your plan? You're gonna turn everyone in town into arseholes?
Yes, an entire town of raving, vicious, amoral bastards.
How will you know it worked?
Because I'll be up here watching as the whole town boils over in a horrible, bloody death match. I've decided that this town is beyond saving, so I've decided to wipe the slate clean and start again.
So it's going to be everyone versus everyone in a giant melee of jerks and arseholes. So kind of a butthole royale.
Your stories are the delusional, ludicrous gibberings of a raving half-wit.
Where have I heard that before?
I think I said something like that to you back at the building. It was such a well-phrased insult, I thought I'd use it again. I'll stall for time later. Stuff to do with that. You seem busy, I won't keep you any longer. Ugh, empty, that old lush.
Like you wanted to drink it in the first
Hold off
place.
on Armageddon just a few more minutes. I'm making popcorn downstairs.
Alright.
Right, there's got to be something around here I can use to unequivocally monkey up his detonator, what's it? Wonder where that clocksmith fella got off to. Probably airdropped him into downtown Tehran. They'll take anybody these days. One drop. I was hoping for the ultimate Molotov cocktail to bung up his device. Still, drunkards can't be choosers. Best to save it for something small.
Let's see. What can I use this on? The lock! Woohoo! And I'll bet the wheelchair clock guy's inside.
Sometimes a drip is all you need. Imagine what this could do for the chrome on me caravan. Now, let's see if there's anything useful in it.
Where's that ruddy little Borko from the Preservation Society? I'll rip the Borko bloody smile from his Borko bloody Borko face. I'll... Oh, hello, it's you.
No, nothing useful in it. How did an old battle-hardened chap like yourself get overpowered by a weak little turd in rainbow braces?
Oh, it don't take much to push a guy into a closet if he don't have no legs.
So,
Besides, he told me he wanted to see me medals. Nobody ever asks me about me medals.
Should have been your first clue he was up to something.
Right.
on your feet. Oh,
On
that's
your
hard.
feet,
Horrible.
soldier.
Eh? What? Corporal Flack? Sir! Sir, with all due respect, sir, I am standing at as full attention as I am capable, sir. Oh, wait, it's just you. Excuse me while I sit back down in disrespect.
Well, if you're taking that many orders from a corporal, no matter everything you've done, you didn't achieve much rank.
There's a crazed terrorist up in your clock about to unleash hell upon the tower.
Serves them bloody right, I say. Call me when the smoke clears. And get the door on your way out.
It's kind of on the ground.
Quit your belly aching and get up those stairs on the double.
Stairs? Ha! Have you taken a look at me lately? With your good eye?
You're the one-eyed
Last
one.
time I did bloody stairs, I was being pushed by Winston Churchill.
Forcefully and down, I reckon. If you don't do stairs, how'd you get up there to fix the clock?
Same way I always do.
Just recycling the joke.
Which is how exactly?
Oh, right. There's a dumb waiter behind the distillery.
dumbwaiter? Where does it go?
Opens out onto the roof. From there I take the platform down and get in through window to clock face.
Perfect. I can get onto the roof, and then when that smug son of
I
a...
don't mean to ruin your climax, but the dumbwaiter only seats one, and that's me.
Why can't I go in the dumbwaiter?
Because I rigged it in such a way that if anyone doesn't match my weight and size is allowed to get within 6 feet of the top, it plummets, killing whoever's inside.
Why would you do that?
Why else? Bloody Borco spies.
Right, Codger, it's time to stand up for what you believe in.
Is that another crack at me wheelchair?
Of course not. I meant metaphorically stand up.
Then you can metaphorically piss up a flagpole, Rosie.
Come on, help me. You'll get your self-respect back.
Self-respect? Don't talk to me about self-respect. You're the one standing there in his underpants.
What the hell are you talking about? I'm fully dressed.
Eh? Oh, sorry, can't really see out of my left eye.
You help me take this guy down and I promise you a soldier's death.
Okay, I'm in.
I'm not leaving until you help me.
Piss off! Where's me blimmin' shotgun?
Good question. Where is your blimmin' shotgun?
Oh, right, there was a blockage in the distillery. Only thing I had long enough to waggle it out was my shotgun. Melted the shells and kablooey. Ears ringing like Nam all over again. Or was it Gallipoli? Oh, they all run together now. Barely hear you and your eye bleeding in front of me.
I need your help to unfix this clock.
You what? It's only been running for a bleeding day.
Have you got any weapons in this place?
Okay, after losing the shotgun, all I got left are my wits.
Then you're unarmed.
So we're unarmed.
Yep.
Well, pretty much.
Hang on. What was that noise in your head?
Metal
What's
plate.
this? Yeah, just another one of me old war stories. You don't want to hear it, I don't expect.
Well, you can tell me about the plate without giving me the whole damn story.
Does it involve you getting injured? If so, then yes.
All right then. It were night.
Were it?
Surrounded on all sides, including above and below. Explosions coming from all directions. I was in the larder, trying to put together late supper for 800 injured soldiers. They called me Cookie. No time for imagination back then.
Is this going to be a long one?
Then suddenly, bang! Bloody Borco shot right through the hull. Non-perishables flying everywhere. Nowhere to hide. No escape. Tin of chicken Vienna sausages lodged in me head. Still there to this very day.
Wow, I'm surprised they didn't make a movie of that.
Jerry Bruckheimer's working on it as we speak.
Can I see the tin?
Ho, 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 boyo. It's a gruesome sight for little eyes such as yours. I dare you to look upon this.
Wow.
That's not a tin of sausages.
Who told you it was a tin of sausages?
Ha! Doctors told me not to worry too much about it. Why?
Because it ain't a tin of sausages.
Eh?
It's an unexploded bomb.
You what?
Probably told you not to worry because they figured you'd be dead in an hour.
That explains why they put me in a ward by myself.
Can I see the bomb in your head again?
Oh, if you don't mind, can we keep calling it the tin of sausages?
Hey, your tin. Neat. Sit tight.
I always do. I lost my lower intestine in war.
Let's see that bomb in your head again. Right, now, hold still. This may pinch a bit. Wow, I can see your brain. What happens when I do this? Wow, see your leg just then?
That weren't my leg.
Okay, nice and easy.
Now carry it
I
around.
won't be too worried about nice and easy. Fallen on me head more times than you've had hot ladies.
So, 4 times then.
Oh, really? No, I had you down for less than that. Well, regardless of your definition of hot, I wouldn't be too ginger with that thing. Around this long. Should take one hell of a wallop to set that bugger off.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oops.
It's an unexploded bomb from the Blitz with a few skull fragments embedded. An almighty wallop should set this sucker off. If I leave, Barnsley's long gone. I'm sticking around to see this one through. Gotta find a way to wipe that smug smile off that cheery bastard's face. If I leave, Barnsley's long gone. I'm sticking around to see this one through.
So I'm pretty much stuck here, am I? Fine. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, or subscribe. Or not. I'm not the boss of you. Good night.